If you fix insulin resistance with fasting, you don't need a weekly shot. That's exactly why this video will rub some people the wrong way. Today, I'm putting fasting up against GLP-1 drugs like Ozempic, Wegovy, etc. What actually works long term? What are the real risks and what is just marketing? And yes, we'll talk lawsuits and FDA warnings. I'm Kevin. I reversed chronic inflammation and cravings without prescriptions. I respect a lot of clinicians and researchers. Most of them do mean well, but the system they work for is built to manage you, not free you. And if you do know better and you keep pushing pills for a paycheck, shame on you. By the end of this video, you'll know exactly when fasting beats GLP-1s, when drugs might make sense, and where the danger zones are, and how to test this on your own body safely. GLP-1 agonists mimic a gut hormone that slows digestion, blunts appetite, lowers post-meal glucose, and helps the pancreas release insulin. That's why people eat less and lose weight. In major trials, semaglutide produced about 15% body weight loss compared to just a few percent on a placebo. Now that's real, but the biology has attacks. Nausea, vomiting, constipation, delayed gastric emptying, gallbladder issues, and pancreatitis warnings are all right there on the label. And now the FDA has added new alerts around aspiration risk during surgery. Fasting, on the other hand, lowers insulin, improves sensitivity, and reduces inflammation naturally. Studies show that intermittent fasting and time-restricted eating can deliver weight loss that is equal to or better than traditional calorie restriction, with zero cost and no side effects. It changes the hormonal environment that created the problem in the first place. No pharmacy required. So let's go head to head. Weight loss. GLP-1s deliver big early drops, but most people regain when they stop. Fasting requires discipline, but when it becomes habit, the results last because the behavior changes. Metabolic health. Both improve blood sugar, but fasting restores the body's own rhythm. You're teaching the system how to regulate again. Safety. GLP-1s carry known GI effects and rare but serious risks like pancreatitis and gallbladder disease. Fasting isn't for everyone, but for most healthy adults, it's the body's built-in medicine. Now, about the lawsuits. Thousands of cases are pending under one federal multi-district litigation. Claims center around severe GI complications, blocked intestines, and delayed gastric emptying. The FDA has already updated labels to reflect some of these issues. And they're cracking down on unapproved online or compounded versions, so definitely don't mess with those. Here's where each side wins. GLP-1s win when you need quick appetite control to break a binge cycle, or if you're diabetic and need short-term help. Fasting wins when you want to fix the root cause, which is insulin resistance, without dependency, without monthly costs, and with full control of your health. The hybrid approach? Some people use medication to gain early control, then transition off while learning fasting and nutrition skills. That's a smart adult move. So why does Pharma hate fasting? It's simple. When people actually learn to eat less often, and focus on mucusless foods like fruits and greens, there's nothing left to sell. Healing doesn't generate recurring revenue. And again, I know most doctors and scientists mean well, but if you know lifestyle can reverse disease and you still avoid talking about it, that's on you. So here's a 7-day experiment for you to possibly try. Eat in an 8-hour window. The first meal is going to be fruit. The second meal is a giant salad or lightly steamed greens. Cut out all oils, dairy, and processed foods. Drink only water and herbal tea. Track your energy, your cravings, and your sleep. If you're on medication, talk to your doctor first. Don't just go and quit medication cold turkey. Then comment your results. If you're using GLP-1s, share what's worked. If you're fasting, share your wins. And if you work in healthcare, drop your honest perspective. This community is about truth, not dogma. You can outsource appetite to a shot or reclaim it with skill. One keeps you paying, the other makes you free. Subscribe for more tools, not tricks. Share this with someone wrestling with cravings because discipline will always beat dependency. And remember, This isn't medical advice, it's my lived experience. You should always work with a qualified clinician for medication or major dietary changes.